Hey guys, welcome back to the Average Bears. This is episode 3 of Local to Legend with Bromsgrove Sporting. Today we've got a really big local game. It's been a slog, lots of games coming through, trying to sort out the team, all sorts of things to look at, which I'll see you in a second. Right then guys, here we go. Looking at the form, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Greens everywhere, couple of little blips here. We'll run through it. I think Royston was the first game, wasn't it? Solid 2-0 win. Cracking goal from Dougie, and Sif getting the win, securing the win rather late on. Bit of drama with Dougie as well, missing that penalty and the rebound, but it doesn't matter. Won the game. Biggleswade, then we carried it on, another 2-0, solid. Second half it took a while to break them down, but you could see the ratings were pretty good across the board. Pretty dominant performance. Same again at Needham Market, 3-0. Jason Walker getting on the score sheet a couple of times, and Doug Moore again as well. Now I was going to come back to record this one. It's Redditch, it's the local rivalry, it's the closest team and the biggest sort of town rivalry, but I didn't want to stop after like 3 games. I keep starting. This is going to be a long save hopefully. So I needed to crack on, so I thought we'll come back for it later. Just about got the win. We did dominate the game. We really dominated the game, but they hit us on the break on the 73rd minute to equalise, and thankfully Cody Fisher, unlikely source of a goal, popped up with the winner late on. So we do seem to be doing that. Disappointing this one to drop the points. Went behind early. Got ourselves level, conceded fairly soon after, and got ourselves level again. Pushed for the win, but game just fizzled out. Fizzled. We couldn't find the winner anyway. But away from home, you can't win them all. We avoided defeat when we very much could have lost all 3 points. So we picked up 1. This was awful. Not sure what happened. You could see yellow cards everywhere. Just couldn't string anything together. We had a lot of the play in a theme. You'll see a lot of the play around the edge of the box, and we just don't quite make the right decisions quickly enough. And there's a lot of blocks and a lot of bodies and a lot of sort of speculative shots. So something that we've had to look at. So yeah, dropping points there, which was disappointing. But we bounced back. Big FA Cup game, and we went behind again. And obviously, with having just drawn against Leeson, I was a little bit worried when we went behind. I thought maybe something was happening and we were tailing off. But we scored 2 in quick succession. The first one was a bit of a gift. It was a bit of a calamity defence mix up of errors. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, they scored an own goal. It wasn't much to do with us, but it set us off. Then we got the second pretty quickly, and then we had to hold on a little bit. But we're through in the hat. That's the main thing. We need a cup run. It's so important for finances. We'll get to the draw in a second. It's not great. And then we absolutely smashed Nuneaton Borough. All about Jason Walker, scoring all 4 goals. He's been in good form. Got a 10 out of 10 rating. You don't see that very often, including, let's show you the last goal. So he'd already scored all 3. Game was won. And he pops up with this little beauty from absolutely nowhere. Look at that. Absolute thunderbolt. So he's been in great form. The 37-year-old sort of, I suppose we signed him for a bit of depth, really, but he's turning into the main man. As you can see, dominated that. So all in all, guys, it's been pretty good. We've really struggled because if you see, for some reason, the first sort of up until here, until sort of October, and even carries on, but it's not as regular. It's Saturday, Wednesday. It's 2 games a week, and we just don't have the squad. Fitness has been a real issue. We've had to play players out of position. I've tried to carry on signing people, and we have made a couple of additions, but the games have come so fast that you don't even have time to get the deals over the line. So deals in. What am I doing? Here we go. So we made a couple of signings. Bradley Garmston can play all down that left hand side. We only got Cody Fisher on the left, and to be fair, the wide players we needed some extra there because we only have sort of Lalosa and Sanchez Watt and a couple of players that can do a job there. So we needed a little bit of extra backup. So Bradley Garmston can come on and act as sort of a winger down here. It gives us a little bit something different as well. Nothing special, but nice and athletic, sort of quick. Determined. It's all you can really expect for this level. Good pedigree. Played at Gillingham a decent amount, and was it Grimsby, so he's played at a good level. So happy with that one. And Sam Alderson, that sort of badly needed I mean, he's more of a right winger and centre midfielder, but he can play right back as well, where Sanko's made the position his own, to be fair. I'm going to leave him there, he's been great, but we need some sort of cover, and this helps in a good few positions, so good to have another sort of versatile player. We've really struggled to get people out, that's been the problem. Teams have come in for the likes of Ebbert, Sacco, Bacco. Someone's just come in for Joel Kettle as well. Again, not players that I necessarily want to get rid of, but we just have to because we don't have enough players in certain positions. So it has been a struggle fitness-wise. We've had to play players that are not fit, swap things around, play players, just where they need to. But as you see, the form's been pretty good, and it leaves us in second. Albeit the teams around us have got a game in hand, but we're up there. We're up there. I mean, Hednesford have won every game, so the standard is high to win this league. So we're going to have to sort of press on and keep winning games and keep adding to the squad as and when we can. Hopefully, as I say, we can. Let's have a look at the goal difference and stuff. Hopefully, we'll crack on and get rid of some. If Joel Kettle goes, again, hate to get rid of him, but if that's £400 a week in the wage budget that frees up. So there's a good few non-contract players we can sign then, I think. So we should be able to bolster things a little bit. Centre back is an issue because we've got Kettle, Wise, Eli, who we brought in, but none of them are brilliant. It's probably our weakest position, so need to shore that up. But yeah, I mean, defensively we've been okay. We've scored the most goals in the league, so I mean outside of the top by quite a distance as well. So yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing well. What I'm going to do in terms of the rest of the series, I think we'll really crack on because, as I say, it's a long-term save. I don't want to be coming back every 2 or 3 games, so we'll bust through and see if we can start getting promoted, get some money in, and where it starts to get exciting. Before we go into the game, it's against Stourbridge, so real life fans will know this is a decent rivalry nowadays. A lot of players back and forth between the clubs. Stourbridge obviously been established at this level for a long time. We're the newcomers to it, but yeah, bit of needle in that one. In terms of the actual game, actually, I don't think like all the rivalries are on there. Yeah, it's only got Kidderminster and Worcester in, so technically on the game, Redditch, Stourbridge, whatever, not listed as rivalries, but we know they are. Where am I going here? I've forgotten how to play the game apparently. Right, yeah, schedule. Sorry. FA Cup draw. A bit disappointed because it's at home. Boston United, obviously from Conference North, so the league above. They're not doing too well. I mean, they're 16th, so there is, it's not the worst draw if we're going to get a higher tier team. But it would have been nice to get another sort of same or lower tier team and give us a chance to build up some momentum in that competition, because it'd be a shame to go out so early. As I say, the finances are really important from that. So. There's a lot riding on it, but what can you do? Anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's see if we can carry on that good form. Because we can't. By the looks of it, Hednesford and a couple of the teams around us, they're not losing games, so we can't afford to lose too much ground on them. With that game in hand already, this is what we're going with. Sanko keeps that right back position. He's been brilliant in there for the most part. Some excellent assists in there. Charlie Wise and Jordan Eli, trying to give them a bit of a partnership, but I would like to bolster that area, as I said. Cody Fisher obviously brought in what was his name, Garmston, but Fisher in the last few games he scored a couple of goals and he's been excellent, so we'll leave him in there. Bradley and Doug Moore are the preferred in centre midfield. Miss them when one of them's not in there really. Lalose on the right hand side. Garmston starts on the left. Watt's not quite fit, and to be honest his form's been patchy anyway, so I'm happy to leave that out. Walker's been great, and Penga is the partner. That seems to be the best combination up front. As you can see, we've got a couple of injury worries, but it's more fitness rather than actual injuries themselves, which is it's a bit of an issue, but not much we can do about it. So on we go. Anyone who's a Bromsgrove fan will know all of this, but you can see an example even on the game with so many changes. Greg Mills came from Stourbridge to us a while back and is back at Stourbridge now. Jason Cowley's the big one. Anyone who watched the FM21 series on Bromsgrove will know all about him. He's our all-time sort of top goal scorer and Bromsgrove legend that has has gone on to Stourbridge for whatever reason. And then Leon Broadhurst, who is a Stourbridge legend himself, who's spent a few seasons at Bromsgrove in the last few years, was captain and really sort of was a fan favourite. He's back there as manager now as well, which is fair enough. It was probably always going to happen, but yeah, there's a few bits and bobs there, and obviously more's gone on. So I'd like to get the win. Here we go then, guys. Away at Stourbridge as well. Their ground's not accurate because half of it's a cricket pitch, but there we go. Let's hope we can get off to a good start. This is not a good start. No. Anodi saves. Anodi was actually away on international duty with Hungarian under-23s for a couple of games in the spell that we've played. But Clayton's a perfectly good stand-in, so Sif gets us up the pitch and then nothing happens, so that's brilliant. Looks like it's starting with them. Pitch looks a bit wet and soft, doesn't it? They're knocking it around well though. Good ball in. And there's the first goal. Early doors again. What is it? 3 minutes. Reece Steich, Swiss international. He's been about plenty. And yeah, Charlie Wise getting beaten on the run to it. Great start, boys. This isn't feeling good. They're coming at us again. There's loads of space. Vaughan puts it in. And Cowley nearly gets one. I don't really know what to say. We look a bit shell shocked. We haven't got ourselves on the ball yet, have we? Here we go. Fisher and Dugmore work it well. Here's Walker. Can Bradley hit one? He can. I thought I was nestling in the bottom corner then. We need to get back on terms. We seem to have worked our way into the game a little bit. Here's Bradley again. Has another go. Not quite as good this time. I will say that when you look at stats for the games, we have a lot of shots and the ratio on target isn't good enough, so that's something we need to work on. In the corner goes. There's a penalty there, surely. I say surely, what can I see? I just know the game's doing something. Charlie Wise hauled down. Chance to get back on level terms then. Come on then, Dougie. Not like the last one. Buries it this time. Yes. I know Josh has watched the first couple of episodes actually, that penalty miss and then the rebound. It wasn't good, but scored a belter in the same game and puts us back on terms here, so that's all forgiven. They're straight back at it though. Don't let him do anything in there. If you saw the save on the last game, it stopped rather abruptly because the new game came out and everything. But yeah, Cowley was by a distance the best player on it for us. So shame to lose him, and obviously we're up against him. I don't know how he stacks up on this compared to last year, to be fair. I did have a cheeky scout, but there was no interest in coming back to us. Couldn't afford him. So here's Walker. Passing it about a little bit better now. Here's Sankos. He's been really good on the right side. Whips across in from Penga. Forces to save. Game's started to even up just a little bit now. Pinged a ball in there. They're having some joy in behind. Here's Cowley. Stop him. A couple of yellow cards on their side as well. That's a good ball in again. Sanko tucks in well this time, and now can Sif get us going. By himself a little bit. Here's Sanko now. Well done, boys. Well done. Work it. That's good. That's better. Patient. That's fine. Get us up the pitch a little bit. Fisher and Garmston combining on the left. Fisher working his way through. He's found a little bit of. He was always just a solid defensive, fullback in the first few games, and he's just found this lease of life getting forward now. He's pulling out all sorts of tricks. Dangerous free kick. Come on. Oh, he's hit it to the bar. Oh, I thought he was just going to clip it in. Oh, we've started to just take over a little bit here, guys. It's a rubbish ball, but Dougie picks up the seconds. Fisher clips one in. Falls down to Walker. Oh, we're knocking on the door. We are knocking. Come on. Garmston's picked up a knock. Let's see how this ties out. Sanko into Walker. That's not a very good ball. Fisher will get it though. Fisher's injured as well now. Bloody hell, Cowles, what are you doing? Dougie crosses. Oh, it's at the post! Oh, it's all sort of falling apart. Yeah, Fisher's injured. What's he done? Foot injury. Cavalier stamped on him. Jace. And the backup left back's blooming injured, isn't he? Okay, we're gonna have to put Sam Alderson out there. We'll have to put Watt on here as well. Yeah, let's leave it as a winger now because just drag that back a little bit. The foot's obviously going to be on the wrong foot now with Alderson, so that changes the dynamic of that whole side really. They're both getting injured at the same time. Oh, how irritating. Insult to injury now. Good save from Akos. Ref, where's this injury time come from? Play whistle. We need half time here, guys. They're on the Oh, of course it is. I mean, we shouldn't have. That's poor, isn't it? Really, generally speaking, Cowley's got a great leap on him, but oh, come on. It's a great header, but that's really annoying because it's deep into injury time. We just needed to hold out. You can see we've sort of been the... For God's sake. We really came into the game and bossed the sort of, you know, from here you can see after we scored, well, yeah, just after we scored, we on the ascendancy and seemed to really control things, but that's twice now from headers. I told you the centre backs we need better. And we've had a couple of chances at the post a couple of times, sort of a couple of good saves. It's really frustrating, and I'm worried that those injuries on that left side are going to change how the team sort of works, and we're going to maybe have to look at it. But let's see how we start the second half. Oh, we couldn't have just held out, could we? Thanks, by the way, guys. Sorry, I was meant to say this before. The reaction to the first two videos in this series has been brilliant. Oh no. Whatever, fine. Yeah, it's been great. We've reached, you know, it's only small numbers, but reached 100 views faster than I think any other videos we've put up, and it's got us over the 100 subs mark as well. So that's brilliant. It's a little milestone, but it's nice for us to have it. Oh, stop it! Forced him wide into King. That's a great tracking by Sanko. Yeah. So anyway, many thanks for subscribing and watching and all of that. It means a lot. We only do this for a bit of fun, but it's nice to know there's at least a few people watching. It does makes it much nicer. Bradley into Mpenga. It's a little bit narrow. Get the ball in, Sank. Get it in. That's it. Oh, he's at the post again. Oh, what's you know? Oh, how have we not scored? Oh, for God's sake. Forced a save, followed it up. Bloody post again. Oh. Probably do need to change things a little bit now, but we haven't really got the options. This is the problem. The 5-5 on the bench as well. No. Just gonna have to step it up, I think. Let's take it a little bit wider. And I'll tell you what, let's give these guys a swap as well. We'll go inside forwards on both, inverted on both. Both forward. Need a goal. Deserve one. Don't deserve to be losing this game at all. That's far too much room. Get there. Get there. Get there. Balls into the box where they've got both their goals. That's the problem. Left it again. Sanko back to the keeper. Calm, nice like that. You can see the tiredness of it, but there's just nothing. I mean, what can we do? You just don't have the recovery time with the games. We're hoping that schedule starts to slow down just a little bit. Gives a little bit more time. Lelose through to Sanchez. What can he score? No, that's such a terrible finish. Oh no. What was... Oh, that was... What? Okay. I don't really understand what happened there. Come on, guys. Such value for a result here. Into Mpenga, little ball to... What? Can't finish, can he? The finishing's been awful. There's just not enough options, I don't think, here. Okay, what if we brought on... Let's push Dugmore up. Just to have another man forward. Some fresh legs in there. Not really what any of them want to do, but I think we've got to go for it now, haven't we? Just to try and get a draw, which is really annoying because probably value for a win, to be fair. The amount of chances we've had, but we're not taking them, and they've only had. They haven't had much apart from the 2 goals, have they? So many chances missed. Come on, Sanchez. Into Walker. He's been quiet. Sanko's run inside. Bradley has a go. Dugmore headed away. Have we got... What's he doing? Why put him under that sort of pressure? Or whatever. We've made something of it. It's a good header. Come on, Sif. You've got space. Cross it. Yes. Oh. Oh, oh no, Dougie. How have we not scored? His keeper's had a blinder, but how have we not just buried one of these chances? Oh my life. Win that. We can't compete in the air, can we? They've dominated us in the air, at the centre forwards. Eli does well. Not so well that time. Win that. Win that. Oh, you've got to win that. Really frustrating, this one, guys. It's been a pretty good game, to be fair, but it's just... Those injuries on that left side have hurt us, I think. Dugmore tries to slip through. Walker gets nowhere, though. We obviously having to force it now. We've just got to get it forward. See if we can find something. Nick a draw. It's not really good enough, but... Alderson with the switch. What's in behind? Cross it. Cross it. Get in. Oh! Ugh. I don't know what more we can do. Get it in. Get up. Oh, I'm Mpenga just over. What a really disappointing loss. Why show that? If you're just going to blow the whistle, yeah, that's tough to take. That's really tough to take. Look at this. Just couldn't find the goal. I mean, the goal we scored was a penalty. Oh, I don't like all of this stuff. I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, fine. Not the result we wanted, guys, but it was a pretty good game, and you can see what we can do, or a little glimmer of it. We create so many chances, and but the finishing has been a little bit erratic, despite the form being pretty good. We could have won some of those games by more, and those games that, apart from the Tamworth one where we lost, where we didn't really do anything, the Leaston one, and then this one. This is the hardest one to take because we've bossed that game, really. We have bossed that game, so I don't want to be too hard on them, I suppose. I don't know what to say. We need to. I might have to tweak the tactics just a little bit. I don't want to go wholesale or anything because we're doing quite well, but. I don't want to just keep playing it down to fitness either. I think there's a few times there where you can see where we can get a cross in earlier, and there are there's players in the box. Maybe we need to just switch to wingers and get the ball into the box a little bit earlier because we sometimes have the run and we come back and it gets blocked and they get all the men in the box and all of that sort of stuff. So we'll look at that. It does drop us down to 4th. There are games in hand around us as well, so that could get worse. But there's a long way to go. So plans for the next one then. We're going to crack on. I'm hoping I mean, it might depend on how the FA Cup's going as well. If we get some big games there, we'll do it. But I'm not going to come back for this one. Need to bust through because otherwise we're never going to get anywhere with the save. So we'll blast through and probably look at coming round sort of, around this sort of area before Christmas or end of November, something like that. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep trying to add to the squad. We need to add a bit of depth and we need to add a bit of quality in some areas as well. Keep looking at that, but we've got to ship players out first. So for a minute we're sort of stuck for now. So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Not the result we necessarily wanted, but it was a decent performance. There's a foundation there, isn't there? We just need to keep adding to the squad, add some depth and some quality, and we need to get rid of some players to do that. So hopefully next time there'll be some sort of developments on there, and we'll look a little bit more clinical. Sorry we couldn't get the win, but hopefully you've enjoyed the videos. Would love that support to continue, like with the first ones. Hit the likes and the subscribes and all of that stuff. You know where it all is. And I'll catch up with you next time. Look after yourselves. Cheers.